Hey everyone, Jim Benson here with another weekly gym. And this weekly gym is once again about this commitment Kanban or this ongoing work Kanban that I've been using it now for over a year, and I've used up a lot of flip charts doing it. But I want to talk about some things today just about continuous improvement and constant work. And as you do something repeatedly, you notice that your relationship with that work changes. And so there's two things that I want to talk about in this system right now, maybe three. And one of them is, you can see that this is over the days of the 24th through the 31st of July. It's actually the 31st of July right now that I'm making this video. And you can see that I have several areas that I work in every day. There's operations, social media, dealing with clients and students, dealing with marketing and sales, content, partnerships, projects, exercise, and downsizing. So those are the things that are on the board now, and they change. They change over time as I need them to be up there. But by and large, these are the areas in which my repeated tasks or my unconforming tasks might pop up. So there's two things to point out here. So the first thing to point out here is in social media. You can see that. So I do 2 social media posts a day. I try and stay active, make sure that I'm getting in, seeing what people are saying, talking to folks and stuff. And when you're doing this, when you have a social media footprint, this is like totally transparent, right? When you have a social media footprint, you're doing various things. You're out there for various reasons. So this is like, post. So this is stage 1. Are you able to maintain a habit of some type? But the moment that you have recognized that you actually are maintaining that habit, then all of a sudden you want to understand what you're doing while you're doing that repeated standard work. So you'll see here, check marks, and then A's. So this is what happened. I realized that I had different reasons for wanting to be on social media, and some of them are giving, and other ones are more I don't want to say taking, but some of them are more things that you do to make sure that you can eat and that the people who work with you can eat. So at Modus Institute we give away a lot of information, and we have workshops and things that allow people to come and be part of conversations. So we have different things that we want to say. So what I did here was I said, okay, so sometimes I want to actually talk about a course directly. I just want to talk about courses or something that people can buy. Then other times I want to tell stories. So I've got 20 years now of pictures of Tonianne and me or other folks we were working with people around the world. Great stories, great information to impart. I hate to say wisdom, but there's a lot of things there to talk about, a lot of interesting stuff. So those are just stories. And then the other one is what I'm calling kind of like content push, which is like if we do if I write a blog post or someone else writes a blog post, or there's a Collaborwalkie episode, or something out there that is some type of content. Maybe I was interviewed on somebody else's podcast. That's its own type of stuff. So it's like, am I going to tell a story directly in the post? Am I going to tell a story somewhere else? Or would I like people to know that they can come and join us and hang out with us and have a good time? So you can see over here, it went from checkmark to now AA. So I went today and I created some coupon codes, and there's our full meal deal is a really awesome program, but we are going to replace it with other stuff in the new year. And so we thought people might want to take advantage of that. So went out and made 2 posts about the full meal deal. Tomorrow I'll probably tell some stories, and the next day I will what was the third one? Talk about content. So why do we do this? We do this because our work And our relationship with our work has different variables in it. And if we always visualize it the same way, then we lose track of what's actually important and we start managing to the numbers and not to the outcomes. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and move me up here, or maybe over here. Yeah, over there's better. We have downsizing. So downsizing is a thing, right? So right now at the moment, I'm trying desperately to get tons and tons and tons of stuff out of this house that I've lived in for 20 years and out of the storage unit. So each day I have a goal to fill one box or to empty a box of whatever is in it. And that can be like put into other boxes as long as I fold up that box and put it away. I have one box of stuff that needs to go to recycling and one box of stuff that needs to go out to garbage. And then the green things are things that we're giving away. So we had a bunch of these green outdoor lawn chairs that I've literally had since the 90s and my brother had before me that were given to us by our Uncle Ken. So I gave away the chairs and I gave away a giant stack of garbage cans that we used to have at the Modus offices. So there's different types of work down here that you're saying. Like sometimes I gave some stuff away, some days I consolidated stuff. My exercise thing will grow as there becomes more check marks because I had COVID and traveling and stuff. I fell off the wagon. I'm getting back on the wagon. Right now it's just check marks that I did the exercises, but later on it will be actually more numeric. So, quick weekly gym about managing ongoing tasks and making sure that you're visualizing them in the right way. And if you want to read more about this or learn more about this, it's both in the Personal Kanban class and in the Personal Kanban book. There's a great section in there about this in the book. So that's it for me. Thanks for popping by, and we'll see you in the next weekly gym.